What is up, YouTube? We are back with another deck profile. This week we have Darkrai vstar, a new archetype out of the Astral Radiance format. Really solid deck. I'm going to go over my closing thoughts at the end of the video, so stick around for that. Let's get right into the list. We're going to start off the deck list with Darkrai vstar, 2 prize dark Pokemon with 270 HP. It has 1 attack, Dark Pulse, 30 damage plus 30 more damage for each dark energy attached to all your Pokemon. That does include Hiding Energy and Aurora Energy. It also has the V-Star power, Star Abyss. During your turn, you may put up to 2 item cards from your discard pile into your hand. You can only use 1 V-Star power per game, just like GX's. We are playing 3 copies of this card since it's our main attacker, but we do have other attackers that are pretty good in the list. Plus, if you power up 3 of these and your opponent knocks out all 3 of them, they've won the game anyways. Very good card. I really like this. It reminds me of the old Darkrai EX back in the day. I never played that format, but I did hear lots about it. We are also playing Darkrai V, of 2 prize basic Pokemon with 210 HP. It has the first attack, Wind of Darkness, does 50 damage for a dark colorless. Not really useful because we don't want to attack with that. It also has for 2 dark, 1 colorless, Dark Void, 130 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. A bit better, but again, we don't ever want to attack with Darkrai V because we want to attack with Darkrai vstar, as well as we have other good basic dark Pokemon that we can attack with it as better damage. We were playing 3 copies. Some people like to play 4. I personally would play 4, but since we play Hisuian Heavy Ball, we don't really need to play 4 because we're only ever going to evolve into 3 of them. The 4th one's always dead, and if we prize 1 or a few of these, we can get them off the prizes later on in the game, and we do have Hisuian Heavy Ball to get them out early. Next up, we are choosing to play 2 copies of Galarian Moltres. It is a 1 prize Pokemon from Evolving Skies. It has the ability Malevolent Charge. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, you may attach 2 dark energy cards to this Pokemon. Very good. Fiery Wrath is another good late game attack. It does 20 damage plus 50 more for each prize card your opponent has taken. We are also playing 2 copies of Galarian Moltres V from Chilling Reign, basic dark Pokemon with 220 HP. It has the ability Dire Wing Flames. Once during your turn, you may attach 1 dark energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. You can't use more than 1 Dire Wing Flames ability each turn. That means if I have 2 of these on the bench, I can only use 1 of their abilities. It also has the attack Aurora Burn. For 2 dark, 1 colorless, it does 190 damage plus 30 damage to itself. Pretty good attacker early game, sometimes late game if we have a boss KO on a basic V. We are then choosing to play 2 copies of Crobat V. It is a basic 2 prize dark Pokemon with 180 HP. It has the ability Dark Asset. When I play this onto my bench, I might draw until I have up to 6 cards in hand. I can't use more than 1 Dark Asset ability each turn. Usually our bench is filled with Pokemon and we only have 1 extra, so we can bench 1 Crobat V during the game. Sometimes late game you can bench another one, so that's why we play 2. We also have Hisuian Heavy Ball to get this out of the prizes in case it is there. The last Pokemon we are playing is Radiant Greninja. It is a water type, not a dark type, but that doesn't matter. We are playing it strictly for the ability Concealed Cards. You must discard an energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw up to 2 cards. Very good card. Consistency reasons, it allows us to draw more cards as well as getting dark in the discard pile, which is synergized with Dark Patch and Dire Wing Flames. Starting off our trainer section, we are playing 3 copies of Training Court. It is the stadium we are choosing to play. The effect reads, once during each player's turn, that player may put a basic energy card from the discard pile into their hand. Since we are discarding lots of energy during our turn, sometimes we can't always get it back with Dire Wing Flames or Dark Patch, so we need to just get it back into our hand to attach per turn. So that's why we were playing Training Court. I have experimented with other stadiums like Temple of Sinnoh, but I realized Training Court is just better in the list through my testing. For supporters, we were playing a very basic supporter count. We were playing 4 copies of Professor's Research. Discard your hand and draw 7. Very basic. Since we want to go fast and see lots of cards, we aren't really too worried about discarding our hand with Professor's Research. The next supporter we are choosing to play is Marnie. Each player shuffles their hand, puts it at the bottom of their deck. The person who played this draws 5, your opponent draws 4. A great disruption card as well as a great draw supporter in general. The last supporter we are choosing to play is Boss's Orders. The effect is switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. Very good when we want to hit something on the bench in case our opponent's active Pokemon has too much HP and we can't knock it out. It's a great supporter as well. Very standard supporter list we are playing in this archetype. Starting off our item section of this list, we are playing 4 copies of Trekking Shoes, a new card from Astral Radiance. Look at the top card of your deck. You may put that card into your hand. If you don't, discard that card, draw a card. Very good since we just want to draw lots of cards. Also, it helps us get dark energies into the discard. We are playing 4 copies of Dark Patch. Very good card out of Astral Radiance. The effect reads attach a basic dark energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench dark Pokemon. This is the reason why we want dark energy in our discard pile, so we can get the energy on our board, so we can do more damage with Dark Pulse on Darkrai vstar. We only play 4 copies as you can only play 4 copies of a single card in your deck unless the card says otherwise. But since Darkrai vstar has the V-Star power, Dark Abyss, we can get 2 of those back, so essentially we play 6 copies. We are then playing 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards from your hand, search your deck for basic Pokemon. Very good, it helps us get our Pokemon into play, thins our hand for Dark Abyss, as well as getting dark energy into the discard pile. We are then playing Quick Ball. We are playing 4 copies of Quick Ball. Does the exact same thing Ultra Ball does, except you discard 1 less card and you can only search for a basic Pokemon. Thins our hand, gets dark energy in the discard. Same fundamentals as Ultra Ball. We are then playing 2 copies of Choice Belt. When this is attached to a Pokemon, the attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active V. That includes VMAX, V-Star, and V-Union. Very good card as we basically just do more damage. We are then also playing 2 copies of Air Balloon. The retreat cost of this Pokemon this card is attached to is 2 colorless less. Basically, we want to attach this mainly to Crobat V, Radiant Greninja, so when your opponent knocks out your active, you have a pivot Pokemon, so you don't have to worry about retreating, discarding energies when you retreat. And then the final card we are playing for trainers is a Hisuian Heavy Ball. The effect is look at your face down prize cards, put a basic Pokemon you find there into your hand, put a Hisuian Heavy Ball in its place, shuffle your prize cards, and then put them back in where they're supposed to go on the field. Very good card. If we prize Radiant Greninja, we're not too stressed because we have Heavy Ball. If we prize any of our other Pokemon except Darkrai vstar, we can just get it out of the prizes with a Hisuian Heavy Ball. Very good card in this list. And then finally, we are playing 4 copies. We are playing 8 copies, and then we are playing a total of 12 copies of basic dark energy in the list. Basically, we want to see it to attach per turn, to attach with Galarian Moltres, discard with concealed cards, as well as discard with Quick Ball, Ultra Ball, as well as just having enough energy to go around so we can hit very high numbers in this list. So that is a list. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Would you play this list? What would you change about it? As well as let me know what deck profile you want to see in the future. Next week, I might do Palkia vstar, I might do Mew. I haven't decided yet, but my closing thoughts on this list is it is very fun, it's very consistent. It does a lot of what Mew does, hits hard, hits fast. But my problem with this is I don't think it's the best dark attacker that can use Dark Patch. I think Gengar VMAX is a better dark attacker in general. Does that mean this is worse than Gengar VMAX? Absolutely not. This is a lot of fun, and I do want everyone to try this list at home, at their league. Maybe take it to a regional, who knows. Thank you for watching. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you next week for another deck profile, as well as tomorrow for another, hopefully, tabletop matchup.